So I want to talk about how to begin ballet class with 3 and 4-year-olds. So the first thing I have my 3 and 4-year-olds do at the start of every class is they come into the ballet studio and they know to bring their little ballet friend in with them, which in my class is a ballet friend is like a little stuffed animal or a doll or a toy or something that they can bring from home into ballet class with them. It needs to be not too large because they need to be able to dance with it. I actually use that in ballet class. This is so helpful with dealing with separation anxiety. If they can bring something that they love from home into the ballet studio with them, it's incredibly helpful. So anyway, they come into the ballet studio and they've got their little ballet friends with them. And if you're teaching a class that requires them to bring something in with them, like maybe you teach a combo class like ballet tap, or for whatever reason they need to bring a dance bag in with them or something like that, whatever the reason may be, you need to have a plan in place for that. They need to know, you need to be very clear with them that this is where we put our things down, against the wall or in the corner or wherever it makes sense for you in the studio you're in. So they come into the ballet studio, they put their things down in that place, which you will have to remind them many times that this is what we do. And then they know to come and sit down with you. Now, we're not doing ballet yet. We're just getting everybody in the room. And the point of this is to be sure that you have as many people in the room sitting down with their little ballet friends. You have as many of them as possible so that when you actually start ballet class, you're not then interrupted with more little dancers coming in. So this might mean that you actually don't start doing ballet a few minutes into the class. And that's okay. It's way better to have a calm start with everybody situated than to try to start right on time, but then keep being interrupted by latecomers. Now, I'm not saying you just wait forever for every last dancer to get there, but you know what I'm saying. You just want to try to work it to where you've got most of your little dancers. So they come and they sit down with you. You're sitting on the floor and they come and they sit down with you. And the purpose here is to help everyone feel safe and everyone to feel welcome and everyone to be on the same page that we're in ballet class. You will have to remind them from the very first class. You will have to remind them over and over again until you don't have to remind them anymore. Like you kind of know when they have it and you don't have to remind them, but until you really know that they have it, you need to remind them time and time again that when they come into the ballet studio, they are no longer just normal kids. They are ballet dancers and they are expected to behave like ballet dancers, which means they are not allowed to go running about the dance studio or playing tag or screaming or doing cartwheels or any of that. I mean, the big, vast, open ballet studio definitely begs them to go running about and screaming like, the wild people that they are. But you're not going to tolerate that. That is not acceptable. You have to really be firm about that. Not in a strict way, just in a way of setting the expectation. They are coming to ballet class. We are ballet dancers. This is how we conduct ourselves. Walk into the studio, put your things down, come sit down with me, and we wait for all of our ballet buddies to be here. Now, it's obviously very possible that you won't get to sit there that whole time while all the little kids come in. Because for, a million different reasons, you might have to stand up and go to the door and help a little dancer in, whether they're having a difficult time leaving their caregiver or, there are so many reasons, right? It's baby ballet. So many things can happen when we're teaching babies ballet. So if you have to stand up and leave your group that has already come in and situated themselves on the floor with you, it's okay. You just tell them, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go over to the door. You're going to stay right here and wait for me. And when I come back, we're going to start ballet and have a great time. And that is how we begin ballet for 3 and 4-year-olds.